And welcome back to the Megaman Legacy Collection Part 4, and we have already defeated 2 robot masters, which are instantly both had aquatic team. So now it's time to go away from the water and go deep inside the dirt, and we will go fight Drillman. Oh yeah, and he's a real driller. He drills things. And of course this level is a tower mine, although the pink color scheme isn't so great. And of course every Mega Man game has those big lug monstrosities, and that's how it looks this time. And it ain't so it is more dangerous than that thing is more dangerous than it used to be in Mega Man 3, although that one had invulnerability time. That one doesn't, but it takes more damage. Oh, hello bats. Yeah, I haven't seen you before. Yes, you were in Mega Man 2. Oh yeah, there's spikes. And that one up there is a trap. You can get it, but it is very difficult to try to get it out from there. Those spinny things have a bit of a wonky trajectory, the movement, in that once they drop the propeller, they lurch a bit upwards. Makes it a bit tougher to anticipate their hits. And these turret things are open very short window, but they're very weak. And it's time to showcase what the wire does. You can look upwards, although that just does Megaman a huge job, and then it pulls you up. It's not a weapon, it's a tool, utility tool, which you can use when you need to get off. Thank you. Those things are dangerous. When they get close, they become armored and ram at you. They are very dangerous. Don't allow it to happen. Oh yeah, forgot. There's rocks falling from the sky, or from these chutes, and once they fall, they also shatter. And these switches create ground. Otherwise there's just a huge pit, but once you flick the switch, by just taking a contact with it, you get the background available again. And that thing is there just to look more menacing than it actually is. Oh damn. Oh yeah, the rocks do quite heavy damage. Oh, I made a mistake. I jumped way too late. But correction, way too early. But then again, having to deal with that rock thing makes it a bit difficult. As in, if you dawdle too long on that cliff face, you get a rock on your head, and jumping becomes quite much more difficult. But luckily the one up I got just evens it out. Oh, let's do it a bit different way. Open it, and get the gate open. And it's time to fight the third robot master of the game, Drillman. And he is actually weak to target-seeking missiles of Dive Man. Although I don't know how torpedo would work on ground. Oh yeah, that's what Drillman does. He jumps to ground, he jumps around, he walks around, he shoots a lot around, and those drill missiles of his do explode, so which means quite difficult to dodge them. And when he's on the ground, it's a regular time he spends, which means if you have a good sense of timing, you can actually anticipate when he comes out, because if you don't just stay still, he rams directly beneath you. And that causes a lot of damage, as it's wont to happen. Somehow they amp the collision damage much bigger than the weapon damage. Oh yeah, and this nice little animation of turning around the profile, although Megaman doesn't look like to have much jaw, or by correction, much nose. Oh, and now we have the both rush and rush equipment, which is nice, because they're very useful. And time to go to fight the next level. So now this time, so without any further ado, let's go off. I'm gonna go and defeat Brightman. Was wearing a big light bulb on his head. And his level has this kind of electrical circuitry feeling, except this gimmick of lights being turned off and on. Those red things, when you shoot them, the lights go out. And those green things, when you shoot them, they shoot out fireworks, which put the light back on. Oh, damn it. Damn. They amped up a little bit about the platform difficulty in this game. Which means there's a lot more of those precarious jumps. Which, in a sense, is a good thing. Extra difficulty is good. And time to demonstrate what the rush jet does now. It doesn't need a ground below you, but then again it just goes forward and you can only slightly steer it above or downwards. I mean, it is not as screen-breakingly awesome to it was, and damn it, I wanted that one up, but then again taking one up just to be killed by spikes is not a bad deal. I don't like that. That's a real bad deal. And that thing just shoots out stuff. Come on, I'm not afraid of you. Oh, well, thank you. Well, it gave me a one. And there's also some sort of variable tracks, and as in like that place where you could have just climbed down there and taken the energy pellet if you needed it. But I didn't, and usually the enemies give up enough health to get by. It's the pits and spikes which are the more lethal. And this downwards path is an alternative one, which means this is a dead end, but of course, knowing the video game logic, dead ends means there are goodies at the other end of them. E-tank and a 1-up. Thank you. Very likeable. And it's time to do a return trip with a Robodog. And we go out and wire up. And all in all, it was a trip worth doing, as it gave me 1-up and E-tank. And E-tanks are, in my book, much more useful than 1-ups themselves. You can learn the patterns and the spikes and everything, but if the foe damage does way too much damage for you to endure, you need 1-ups don't do any good. They only lengthen the torment. But E-tanks allow you to replenish your life and finish the fight, especially if there's some difficult bosses. Which is of course why you phase where you want to use E-tank is against difficult boss. But then again, the Brightman's level is quite much about platforms, and oh yeah, and those red things also shoot out those things which do damage, and some nasty platforming, quite tough but completely doable. And the background has also nice pulsing sets. There's a bit more life, but I'm not gonna risk any difficulties, and I'm just gonna settle for a much simpler thing. And decide to go right through the darkness to fight against Brightman. And he can actually be quite difficult case. He appears, like every other robot master, he appears He jumps around, he shoots at you in a pattern. Yes, you can fight him in a firefight. Just avoid contact with him. Oh damn. Now when he... Oh, look, see how much damage he did. He practically removed a quarter of my life bar. But he's weak to all screen hitting Toadman's weapon, which I am using now to annihilate him. Which is really good, you can just... And it takes all of the weapon bar to defeat him. And he's down. But of course he's not down for good, as there will be Robot Master rematches. The weapon we got. Flash Stopper, it's the same thing. It's the same color and same name of the same weapon used by Flashman, so I guess it does similar function. Actually it does, but it does it a bit different way. But that is all for next time, and half of the original 8 Robot Masters have been defeated. And I will see you next time. See you.